YouTube, what's up, boys? So check it out, man. We got a pretty good game today. It came down to like one adjustment. Literally one adjustment to win the game. But as you see, you know, running tight, right? Running the meta. This guy was pretty good with his reads and stuff. This guy could definitely play. Right? As you see, boom. Almost sacked him right there, man. He's doing a lot of, you know, dangerous throws with Cousins, but flood post. He's in flood post. And I'm in cover 2 every play, as you guys know. Great job to mix it up and hit the run. But she's like single back tight, or, you know, some sort of single back something, you know, single back tight doubles or single back doubles or whatever it is. But boom, we get the nice sack. Like I said, I sub Reddick at defensive end, and I have Josh Sweat at defensive end as well. So what I'm doing here, since he's in a set like this, it trips. All right, and it's only the QB down here. What I'm gonna do is spread my line and crash him up. Okay. Then he throws it, boom, right to me. I believe this was I had a hook, and I think I had him to maybe 15, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, almost 15. Yeah. So I put Slay in a hook curl, and then fix my zone drops. Okay, if I didn't have that zone drop there, he would have passed over me, right? So what I do, right, I flip the play, and what I'm doing is I'm looking for, you know, defensive abilities. You always want to check defensive abilities, but I noticed the slot guys over here, so I end up flipping it. That way it's an even front, and then I can just run to that side, you know what I mean? And then boom, nice stick work. You know, so you got to recognize if that guy's in the slot, if he has an extra guy in the slot, I'm not going to run to that side. Right here, I did run to this, excuse me, to the side of Harrison and Hunter, but I figured I could still get there. And then right here, you know, just bulldoze in the end zone. Right, got Slay on fire because he caught that pick, so I have him in that zone that I always have. That super glitchy zone, right? So there's that right there. And then these are my zone drops, right? I don't know if you saw, but it was 15 on clouds, 5 on curl flats, which are purples, and then I believe 10 on hook zones. But, you know, as you see, right, this is my favorite thing to do is have Slay running across the middle. Okay, he's not manned up to this guy. So you may think he's manned up to this guy. He's not. He's in a zone. But it's a... All right, I have him going across the middle because nobody's going to pass to him when he's on fire like that, right in the middle. End up getting some pressure there. Right, dangerous read. Probably would have been a GG's. 3rd and 18, right? And then check this out. Boom. What a crazy dot. I didn't animate with my guy. You'll see a few times, a few times in this game that my guy just doesn't animate. Now you might think, you know, why do I have Slay right here and not on this side? And it's because I always run this over G with the cornerback on the right side, okay? Because most QBs are right-handed. So if there's a lot of rolling out, then I'll blitz this guy. That's the reason for it. That's the only reason for it. And because I mix up the zone on this guy all the time. So what I'll do is sometimes I'll put him in a zone to cover this area, and then with my user, I'll swing over here and grab this guy, okay? So it just kind of depends, you know, kind of depends on how you like to play defense. For me personally, like I said, I like having it I like giving the same look every time, and I'll just adjust out of that, right? The 2nd and 10, I get the running back, and as you see, boom, nice defense, man. Great defense, right? He wants to run verticals. He had this right here. If he freeforms to the outside, guys, you got to get your freeform down. If he freeforms this to the outside, this is a touchdown, okay? But I have Slay going across the middle. Nobody's passing across the middle. And then I get this guy here. Everyone's bagged. He completely missed it. But you guys got to know how to freeform. And then Reddick is able to get there, especially if you're going to use the Vikings or use a team with you know, an offensive line that does not have abilities. You need to get rid of that ball and fast. And as you see, Reddick again, once again, it's the same thing. 4th and 30 now, right? So he decides to go for it. What do you have to lose? He's already down. and just throws it up. And then I make a great user catch. But right, as you see, I have everyone backed off because it's 4th and 30. So I fixed my zone drops. Okay. And what I did is I clicked on each cornerback and I'm backing off. Okay. So backing off here, and then I'm playing in the middle, but I have, you know, Slay going across the middle. So I'm not too worried about the middle right here. And so I already know that there's a route over here somewhere. And so, you know, just playing at a high level, I figured something was going over there, make a nice pick or whatever. Then I come out in tight. Then I end up getting sacked. That was just great defense, bad pocket, bad offense. I believe I motion here. Yeah, so I'm motioning AJ Brown over, trying to, you know, create a different look. Yeah, so this is a play. So the two go routes on the tight ends are basically to just free up the Texas route. And then I have the corners because this looks like a it looks like cover 4 to me, but it could be a cover 2, but I'm pretty sure it's cover 4. And so the corners, you know, for the cover 4, right, which it is cover 4. Actually, I thought B would be open, but then I ended up hitting the running back. And so 4th and 13, I never look deep when it's like a 3rd and 27, you know, 3rd and 30 or whatever. I'm not looking deep. I'm just looking to gain at least half my yardage back. Okay. So that way I have a shot at a 4th and 13 like this. So that's the reason for that, is I'm never looking too deep. It's just, I at least want to gain half of my yardage that I lost back. Okay. And then I'll fight to live another down. It's kind of the mentality on this point. This was kind of a bad route combo. I just had 2 streaks or 2 go routes. And then if I don't know what I was doing right there. I don't know. I just saw something here. Right? Like, I'm taking off right here. That's horrible pocket. As I've talked about this so many times, where you need to step up and then you can run. But I'm trying to run back here, and then as you see, he disengages. Okay, this is why you don't want to do this. Right? You don't want to do that. You don't just want to sprint from way back here. You want to step up and then boom, you sprint at the last second. That's why the last video I had like 14 sacks, because the guy was doing just exactly like this, but these guys disengage as soon as you hit turbo. Okay. Now what I should have done is stayed right here in the pocket. And then what I could have done is I could have either threw it up, or I could have playmakered AJ Brown. Okay. But just a bad offensive play. It's kind of like I saw something, and then as soon as I tried to go for what I saw, then I realized it was a bad idea. I thought that was going to be picked. That's a hell of a dot. And it was a lob pass. Like, this guy had dots. If he had Gunslinger, or if he had a better QB or something like that, this guy would have definitely been dotting my soul in. Right, screen. Good timeout by him. That was a great timeout. A very underrated timeout to reset. Just reset and just pick a good play, right? And look at that right there. Boom. Crazy dot. I'm surprised I didn't animate on that, but I had my guy blitzing, okay? So when you have your user blitzing, you won't be able to catch a lot of interceptions. And then as you see here, I go to that play all the time, wide side, right? I always run this wide side, and I'm just looking for that corner route, right? Had him again. Boom. So I hit him on the left side. I hit him on the right side. I love running this play against cover 3. Right, doing motion over. Whoop. Great stick work. Great stick work, man. But what I'm doing is I'm controlling the game. I'm not chewing clock, but I am chewing clock at the same time, right? So what you'll notice there is I come out in trips. Okay, so I came out in trips, tight end, and I audible to tight because I already knew I was running tight for this play. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll disguise it where I know I want to run tight, and then watch this. Boom, playmaker. Man, that's just a great playmaker and a late reaction on his part phenomenal playmaker. But what I'll do is I'll come out in a different formation and audible to the formation that I want. So that way, whenever it pops up on the screen that I'm in trips, they'll have their trips defense, not their tight defense. And then I'll audible to tight, which is what I wanted in the first place. And then they won't have the right defense for tight. You know what I mean? So just a little tip there you can do, you know, psychological trick, you know. Trick your opponent, man, as much as you can. You know, it's a chess match. Right there, 3rd and inches. I don't think I had my zone drops set to default. So he ended up getting that. Right? Boom. He throws it up. He would have had it. Okay. And this is really important right here. Okay. This is really important what I'm about to do. This is the adjustment I was talking about. But as you see, he likes Justin Jefferson, right? He keeps going to Justin Jefferson. And I have Slay in the slot. Okay. Now, when Slay's in the slot, you can't man him up to the left side. So what I do is I go into my adjustments and I sub in Slay at strong safety. Okay. So as you see here, I sub in Slay, right? This substitution screen in general needs to be your best friend. So I sub in Slay right there. And then what I do is now Slay is in the strong safety position. So I end up cross-manning him because I know this is just, I can predict some things sometimes where I know if he saw that the first play, 9 times out of 10, they will try to run the same play and see if he'll get free again. So what I do is I end up cross-manning, because you can't cross-man when Slay's in this position. But if I put him at strong safety, I can cross-man, okay? So just really, really, I hope I show the play art. No, I didn't show the play art, but it's the same thing. I run cover 2, but except this time what I did was I cross-manned him. So the open guy will be right here. So I'm going to try to bait. I'm going to try to lurk. All right, so as you see, boom, nice little lurk. Crazy lurk. That's just high level, man. That's just such a high level play. Look, he's cross-man because I told you he was on the exact same route. He was on the exact same route, okay? And so what I do, right, I go in and then boom, I know he sees that, but he doesn't see me because he sees me going the opposite way. And then boom, that's just a crazy lurk. Excellent defensive play. And then, right, I playmaker it up. His guy falls down. Set your feet, right? And then I end up just toying with them. Whop! Oh man. Never get old. Never get old of it. Never gets tiring. Yeah, and then I just run it into the end zone. And that's it for the game, for the ball game. But remember, you know, like I said, if you see that somebody likes a certain receiver, you put your best corner at safety, cross-man them. But nothing other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and peace.